So I recently received in my inbox something really curious from Games Workshop, a gift voucher. A gift voucher with the promise that should I purchase it, $65 and over, more might be coming. And I heard from a couple of other friends in the 40K community that regularly use the GW website that as you purchase more stuff, you get more gift vouchers, and they go a little bit higher and higher, essentially bringing things to the price point where what you're purchasing on the web store has been discounted similar to retail, or similar if you were purchasing some other online sources that were discounted, 10 or 15%. And I found this to be really, really curious because this is something that I've been wondering for a long time. Who actually buys stuff off the GW website? And given how fast, at least from a 40K perspective, Warhammer 40K perspective, given how fast the cycle of production of kits, of models is happening, if you are really, really invested in purchasing multiple kits in 40K, playing, developing multiple armies, to go through the GW website compared to, say, discounted retail, that's like, in the course of half a year, that's like an entire other army that you've spent in overfees. So to lead into this, I did purchase my last two 40K things, Blackstone Fortress, through the website, through the GW website. And that, in essence, I believe, is what kicked this off. And my thought on that, and the reason why I did that, and this kind of leads into Blackstone Fortress, I'm going to make a side note. It was interesting when Blackstone Fortress 40K was released, I think about a year ago, or a year and a half ago. There was a lot of enthusiasm because we have a new Quest game. It's set in the 40K universe, fantastic models. GW doing the usual thing of, hey, we're going to support this for a long time. If you buy in, there's going to be multiple expansions. It's going to get the annual. It's going to get full support as a product line. It's not just going to be a pump and dump. Well, those of us, of course, who have been in the hobby for some time, translate that to GW speak to reality. Maybe they'd support it for a year. They'd pump and dump, and then that's it. And it became apparent as things were moving on with the Blackstone Fortress. You had the base core box, and then you had various expansions. They were starting to become a little bit hard to find. And it's a fantastic game. And I had, even though I'm not through all of the content, I made it a point to make sure that I was picking up every expansion, so this way I have it ready to go. And by the time we got around to the Zote, and now the final release for it, it's very apparent that Games Workshop is not going to support it. They're going to finish the print run, or actually they have finished the print run. The base game is not coming back. Really, it's just picking up all the expansions that you can, or maybe secondhand the base game, and then maybe they'll be on to the next. So essentially, it's like what happened to Silver Tower. And from that perspective, I realized that I said to myself, I just want to get locked in on the last two expansions. I'm going to pay about $15, $20 more. Okay, I'll get the free shipping. I'm just going to do it so I'm locked in, because there had been a few releases that if you didn't pre-order it, if you went through retail, there was a delay, or it was a little bit challenging to obtain those. And I didn't want to do those on the last two. So that's what I guess prompted me and got me in the system, and now has me getting these gift vouchers. Now, on a side note, I try the best that I can to support locally. I buy my kits and my models locally from some stores, and I don't get the 10% off. I pay a little bit more, although there is a little bit of a discount. And I'm okay for that, because that's kind of the price of admission for being part of the community and supporting. That said, I do recognize that everyone's in different stages. So if you're ordering from, say, Miniature Market or other stores where you're going to get a discount, again, that adds up significantly. Especially with something like Warhammer 40K, with so many new kits and releases, it makes a big difference. So it's not so much an argument of you must support local or you should always buy online. That's a personal choice to navigate. But I think we can agree paying full 100% retail from the GW site doesn't make any sense. So now this leads into my thought of there's this compression with Games Workshop in that. And this is a great time to play 40K. This is a great time to play 40K. Great time to play Age of Sigmar, in that they're releasing so much stuff. They are releasing new kits, new armies, just new games and everything. But from that perspective, being a pump and dump to buy, move on to the next, buy, move on to the next. Of course, you still have to build and paint it. I mean, that's a great part of the hobby, but that tends to slow things down a little bit. I wonder if what Games Workshop is seeing, and maybe this is a test run, this idea of they're charging the full retail price. They're not discounting publicly, openly. But are they losing sales? Or are they losing compression? Compressing the time down from when you buy one kit to another kit, one order to another order. Are they trying to offer, not to disrupt or infuriate, although have they ever really cared about retail, their retail partners? Can they have the full price on the website, and for your first couple of purchases, soak you full price, and then use this idea of a discount, bringing it down to what is actual retail or discounted retail to further get you buying? You think you're getting a discount, but you're still going through their site, and they're still controlling that logistics. I just wonder. It was very, very interesting to get. Very, very interesting, and it seems coded to the person. It seems coded to the account, so it's not even like I can pass it on to my buddy or do something from that perspective. Although I guess I could order something and then they could PayPal me the money if the discount got high enough. But certainly a very, very interesting experiment, and these seem to be going out to a lot of recent purchases on the website. Maybe it's to pump up the numbers moving into the holidays. I don't know. But your thoughts on that, and just out of curiosity, have you gotten one of these discount coupons? And there seem to actually be 3 tiers. And by the time you purchase your third kit and make it to the third tier, now you're getting essentially, again, that retail off, that base off.